Okay, here we have an already filled silage clamp. We've got MAIZE here, and it's in good condition. The pit's in a good state. But when we start to put the silage into the pit, what we have to do is make sure that the area is completely clear. We don't want any rubbish in the bottom of the pit. We want to make sure the walls are nice and clean. The first thing we do is clear out all the debris, anything that's got any moulds and yeast in that harbouring in it. We need to make sure that's completely clear, because when we put fresh stuff in there, what we're going to do, we're going to create a bad fermentation. We're going to encourage yeast and moulds to form, and that's exactly what we don't want to do. So what we do start with is putting side sheets on. So we put a sheet at the back of the clamp, so that there's plenty of overlap to come through. But the other important thing is good quality side sheets here, because although we've got a good concrete wall here, it's important to remember that concrete will allow oxygen in. And as we know, oxygen in silage is not a good mix. So any oxygen coming into the silage is going to increase the activity of yeast and moulds. And when the yeast start forming, the pH will increase. That will encourage moulds to kick in. And then they will start feeding on the lactic acid, the very thing that we're producing in the pit to create a good fermentation. So if oxygen comes in, we're going to use up some of that lactic acid, and we're going to produce yeast and moulds, which is then going to cause bad quality silage, but eventually it will become inedible. Not only are we going to incur high dry matter losses through yeast and mould, but the cows are going to eat less of it. They're going to be less enticed to eat it. So it's very important that we start off with a clean pit, and this is exactly what they've done here. We've got a good quality pit here.